Okay.
There's just a limit what I can get done in a day. So I've got this. Yeah, I've got this eyebrow stuff. I went up to the needlework store and bought some scrap Ada and some Jobelin or some what is it?
Jobelin,
Not Jobelin,
Lugana.
Lugana. And so I stitched it in a couple different ways so we can show people
Hmm.
how it works. So that should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Rebecca. So that, yeah, so we'll do that. We'll show that. That's kind of fun. It's weird stuff. It's like, I mean, it's some synthetic. I don't even know. Oh, yeah, polyamide. I dated her, I think. Polyamide. Pretty sure. I don't know.
You had a very active dating life.
Well, that's what I'm told. Um, that's the word on the street. I don't know. Beth joining us. Oh, I thought Beth was otherwise occupied. Managed to make it. Hey, everybody. Good to have you with us. Thanks for joining us. Um, we got all kinds of stuff going on here tonight, I think. I think we do. Feels like it. Yes. Been scrambling around. I will say right up front, our daughter Sarah is here for the weekend with our grandsons, 4 years and 2 years. And so if you hear stuff in the background, it's them. They're being kids. They've been in a car for 6 hours and only got here an hour ago. So there's a lot of energy to burn off. So if you hear things, that's what it is. There we have it. Hey, thanks to everybody too for all the kind words and for watching all the videos from Nashville. Really appreciate it. Been a lot of great comments. Really, a ton of people telling us how much they appreciate what we did. So we really appreciate that because it was fun. It was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
But we appreciate hearing it. You know, you always do. So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Senorita Stitches. For once, I remembered to be here at the start. I set an alarm. There we go. That's how we get it done. Technology. Technology. Yep. So glad to have everybody with us. Um, let's see. We got. Oh, we announced Wednesday. I've lost track. Yeah, it was Wednesday that we're going to be switching our trip to Sassy Jack's to September to a soiree that Kim is going to expand her September soiree. So we'll be at Sassy Jack's in September, and we're not going to be at the May workshop. So if you were hoping to see us there, sorry. Hey, Carol, yep, we're going to be a grandpa all weekend. We got two little boys to play with. It's going to be fun. Um, crafts enthusiast, I've learned Hungarian and Ray Stitch.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's on the learning stitches. The
Oh,
learning stitches.
I'm not in on that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's the Jeanette Douglas thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so we're going to be doing that in September. So look for that. And then we're also Vaughn and I are looking for. We're looking at going to the Galleria in September in near St. Louis and St. Charles. So we're looking at going there and see if we can work that out. And if any shops are open for us, interested in having us come to do a meet and greet thing or some other thing, we're happy to do it. We enjoy doing that kind of thing. We have fun doing them. So. There, Shelly just sets an alarm on her phone for every week. There we go. That's how you do it. Yep. So we got going to show tonight. I set up a little demonstration tonight because one of the things uh, we saw at Nashville is this stuff from Rainbow Gallery called Eyelash. And it's easier to see on the side. I just have black and white. There are other colors. And so I stitched that into some different ground cloths, and we'll show you what that's like, and I'll talk about it. Just to have a little discussion. I think it has a lot of potential. I think there's some cool things you can do with this stuff that it's a little fiddly, but I think it has a really good impact. So we're going to show that a little bit tonight. It was fun to stitch with, but it's limited in what ground cloth you can use it on. You're certainly not gonna use it on 40 count linen. I guarantee you that. But yeah, it has potential. Oh, I was at the local needlework store getting getting. I've not been to a store in some time because I just haven't. But I was there getting this ground cloth to stitch this stuff on, and Michelle from the Needlepoint Guild was there buying a whole bunch of stuff. She had a whole basket full. I mean, she had charts, linen, threads. It was a collection and a half. And I said, "Wow, that's impressive, Michelle." She said, "She's retired." She says, "I'm self quarantining." So she's just she says, "I'm not sick. I'm just going to self quarantine. So I'm getting stuff to do when I self quarantine." And I thought that was pretty good. So then she she was buying linen, and they had this big piece of this porcelain uh, lakeside linen, vintage lakeside porcelain. And I said, "How much of that are you going to use, Michelle?" She says, "About half of it." I said, "Good, because I'm taking the other half. I got no use, but I will have." But it's pretty. I like it. So, yep. Woodlawn probably wouldn't allow video. Arlene, they don't. What? Oh, who's going to Woodlawn? I missed that.
Somebody said that we should try to go to Woodlawn sometime and cover Woodlawn.
Oh, yeah. That would be fun. We'd have to get somebody to pay for it, though. Pay for our trip. Can't be doing that. Yeah, this whole closing thing. But that was Michelle at the Needleworks, so that's basically what she was saying is looks like I'm not going to be doing very much, so I might as well get a bunch of stuff and sit home and stitch. So, yeah, smart move. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, Susan. Susan Hennig. I don't do hardanger, but the display at Nashville of satin stitches was amazing. Yeah, that hardanger it's not that hard, but what she's doing, that's right up there. That was impressive work. I was just kind of in awe of that. I had never seen anything quite so good. That's really good. I mean, I'm sure that Yvette Stanton's work is equally good, if not better, but that was impressive stuff. Really good. Someone's selling squares of toilet paper for $2. I think at some point we're out of control, folks. I really do. Got to be careful. But I was. This is kind of gross, but I was at a conference. I flew home, or we drove home from Nashville, and then Tuesday got home Monday, and then Tuesday I turned right around and flew back to Knoxville for a conference. And of course, everybody was, do we shake hands? Do we not shake hands? What do we do? What do we not do? And most people were just shaking hands, but there was a lot of hand washing going on, a lot of sanitizer and stuff. So two of us guys were in a restroom, and we're washing and soap and water and doing the whole thing. Some guy comes in, uses the facilities, and just walks out. It's like, really? Come on. I almost said something, but I thought, no, not worth it. Not worth it. Um, Mindy, yeah, that's the impression I got. Satin Stitch has been around a long time, but wow, impressive work. Really impressive that she does, yeah. So, let's see what else. Oh, well, what we have now that we got people here, sponsored as always by Stitchy Box, and we appreciate that. Stitchy Box here every Friday with us, and this time Liz has what's she calling that? Where's that?
Fiber Special, Fiber Talk Special, Stitchy Silk from Stitchy Box.
Yeah, there it is. She found a French silk at Nashville. I didn't get to meet her. Did you see her at Nashville?
Mm-mm.
I didn't either.
Who?
Liz.
Yeah. No, I didn't. But surely she. I don't know what Liz looks like, but she surely knew what we looked like.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I would think, yeah. But I didn't get a chance to meet her. Anyway,
Mm-mm.
she bought this whole supply of silk. It's a French silk, 7-strand French spun silk, 61 hand dyed. She said that the colorways are practically solid. She said there's a little wavering in there, but they're practically solid. And each skein is 8 yards. And so she bought the whole bunch. So she's making buy 4 skeins, get 1 free, which is
Right.
pretty good. And there's some beautiful colors there. I was going through them earlier today. Some beautiful colors. So you can buy 4, get 1 free. You don't need a coupon or anything. The shopping basket thing will take care of it. So you buy 4, get
Right.
1 free. and just go to the usual address there, fibertalk.stitchybox.com, and they'll come up. But yeah, it's some nice looking silk. It really is.
It
Thanks,
says
Julia.
here on
But
the on her website, it says that she looked into purchasing the full silk line thread. While she does have a good number of skeins in each color, this was a one-time purchase. So please be sure to purchase as many skeins as you'll need for the project, as they can't be reordered.
yeah, yeah. But 8 yards in a skein, that's a pretty good chunk. So yeah, thanks to everybody for the thanks. We had a great time in Nashville doing that. Yeah, it was a lot of work, but it was fun work. At least, I mean, I thought it was. It was a lot of. We just had fun doing it and sharing everything, and so many people joining us, and so many people have watched the videos after the fact that we're just really glad we could do it, bring the show to people, because that's really for most people, well, for all stitchers, that's the only way you're going to get to see it is if we do that kind of thing. So we had a great time, and we're working on already. I think between you, me, and Marga, uh, the first couple days after Nashville was just a flood of ideas. I've been trying to write them all down, but next year we've got a system we think that'll allow us to do more videos faster and cover more designers. So we're going to try that. We think that'll be good. But many of our videos were the talk of the Stitch Night at Stitches last Wednesday. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
And in stitches.
In what? Oh, in Stitches. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah. So we got plans for that and some other things to give more coverage, give you a better sense. For instance, one thing we're going to be sure and try to do is have a guest for each show. I don't know why we didn't do it this time because we certainly could have, but try to have a guest from each show because it was fun to listen to Susan and learn what she was doing as a shop owner. That was interesting to see what she was doing, hauling all that stuff home. I really would hope we could get Kim, but we just never had a chance. But
Did you see Susan on Facebook? Uh, her photo of her setup for the Nashville market party tonight.
no, no,
Looked nice.
yeah, yeah, no, I didn't get a chance. Yeah, I saw that Gene Lee, they were getting ready for their thing tomorrow, and I was in Welcome Stitches this afternoon, and they were scrambling around getting all ready for their sale tomorrow too. It's going to be a big day across the needlework shop land tomorrow with all the sales. Uh, let's see, other Canadian stitchers besides Jeanette Douglas. Yeah, the now I'm not going to remember her name, but the lady who the needlepoint lady. Oh yeah, Karen Dudzinski from Textured Treasures. She was from Canada. Who else do we have from Canada?
Was the satin stitches lady? Was
Yeah,
she?
I think so. No, she's Wisconsin. She's Wisconsin.
Oh,
Some people would accuse that of being in Canada, but um, uh, there was some other. Who was there were other Canadian needlework designers. Yeah, there was. They're not coming to mind yet, but um, they will. Yeah, Sharon Bruce made it on time. Got the time worked out. Hi,
the
Sharon.
bells of Nashville. I
The
don't
bells.
know about that.
You
Liza Boris asked if we got to Blackbird. We didn't. We
no.
didn't get to Blackbird.
We didn't get to
It's
Black.
hard to.
Yeah.
We didn't get to Blackbird. I mean, it's just hard to get to. It's just hard to get to everybody. It is, and I think this year too, Gary. Um, we were trying to focus. You had been to Blackbird before every
Right.
other year, right?
Right. Yeah.
And we were really trying to hit people that you'd never hit before.
Yeah.
And so sorry guys, next year. This
Yeah.
was my first year too, so I didn't
Right.
know what I was doing either.
We
I
did put
didn't.
we did put on we did have kind of a semi focus on new designers. We were trying to get new designers and get them a little exposure too, because it's I mean they're so important. There's so many new ones and they're doing great work, and we were trying to do that. But and then so to get to some of the people like Blackbird, yeah, we just couldn't do it. Just ran out of time, literally. But that's why we're going to
Yeah.
try some things next year that'll help us cover more ground, keep us out of the boardroom where we recorded more and out onto the floor. So we'll try and do that. Um, yeah, Tiny Modernist is from Ontario. Now we didn't get to Tiny Modernist, did we? I don't think so. No, nope. But 30 plus videos, so um, pretty good, I thought. Yep,
Yeah. We did the best we could.
yep.
Shelly Walker, was the sound off on some of the Nashville videos, or was it just me? Or was the sound messed up?
There's the first three or four, I think it is. The sound was really low. Yes, it was really low. That's a function of me not holding the mic close to the face, and then I made some adjustments in the software. And but there are some where you really have to turn it all the way up. So sorry about that. Um, that microphone that we were using in the past when I've used it picks up so well that I was used to holding it away from people because it would distort. And now I had a new camera holder gimbal device and was feeding the sound through there, and it dropped it off quite a bit. So it kind of threw things off. But I think 75-80% of the videos are quite listenable. There are some where it's quite quiet. Yes, sorry. Better next time. Um, Spring Green, Country Sampler Spring Green. Yeah, we've been talking about that this week. Road trip. We hope. Yep. Um, so I want to show this what is it called? Eyelash. I want to show this eyelash stuff, and since I spent some time this afternoon getting this together, I put a little demonstration together just so that people could see. So I'm going to go to this other camera um, and show you the this stuff is you can see it's pretty hairy stuff, and it looks like it's pretty fragile, but it does stitch pretty well. I was doing I'll show you on some other ones. It really stitches very well on 18 count needlepoint canvas, and it doesn't fray up. You'd think it would fray up quite a bit, but it doesn't on 18 count, and I did it on 14 count Ada. It stays together quite nicely. Satin stitch is really an excellent way to do this. Some kind of a long stitch. Here, I'll get my hand out of the way. Some kind of a long stitch where you can stretch it out. I'll show you on another thing where I stitched cross stitches, and yeah, I'm not sure that's a good thing. This is an old project. This is the backside of an old project I was working on that ended up being a waste of time. So I'm just using it to demonstrate. But it it stitches. You can see it stitches, and it doesn't. It leaves some fuzz, but not a lot. We can't really. Is that in the camera? Not really,
Mm-hmm.
is it?
It's down in the bottom under behind the fiber talk stitchy
Yeah,
Bob.
that's not good. Ah, ah. I'll be with you in just a second. I can't. The camera's one way and I'm the other. That's kind of funny. Let's see. Which way is it? There it is. Why is it not? Geez, I'm worthless. Well, anyway, that part it stitches up nice, especially on canvas. And then here in this section up here, this is a satin stitch I did just over 4 on 18 point canvas, and you can see that it stitches right down. And if you want just a low nap fuzzy look, you can get that by stitching this, and it holds together. But what you do is you just sit there with a needle and gently pull these fuzzy threads up, and you see how you can get out of the way. You just kind of just ease them up, and they just kind of pull out, and you can do as much or as little as you want, like that. And
Hey, we got a thumbs down.
all right, yay for us. Um, but you see how you can get a pretty good fuzz there quite quickly without too much effort. And
You
then
need to pull it down a little bit, Gary, because you're off the camera.
am I?
Yeah.
Is that better?
No.
Which way do I need to go?
You need to go down, like towards Stitchy Box. Let me. Mine's lagging. Maybe it's there. There it is.
That better?
That's better. Yeah, right there.
That okay.
Hmm.
So you can see how you can make it pretty fuzzy in a hurry. So I when I was doing it, I was thinking witch's hair or Santa's beards, because this white is a real nice white. So you can make a Santa's beard, and then I thought for trimming it, one way to do it would be to take like a comb and just do barber style, and then you can get a nice even thing and trim it off. But
People are saying a toothbrush.
a tooth, oh okay, just to pull up the nap, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But I was concerned when you stitch it that
A
the
comb.
what?
You really do have a comb in there. I just saw it.
Yeah, I wasn't
Sorry.
kidding.
Oh,
Yeah,
and you're giving it a barber trim.
yeah. See, yeah.
Oh my
Why not?
goodness. I'm not certain, and I'm sorry to say this, but I'm not so certain. I'm sold on Rainbow Gallery, whatever this is, eyelash, whatever this is, eyelash thread or
Yeah. Well, it depends on what you're doing with it. I mean, it's pretty limited use. There's no doubt about it. Um, so that's on.
Did you go to barber school?
No,
Because
I
you
did
did
not.
that very well. Hold
Thank
it up
you.
with the comb and trim it. That was just really, my mother was a beautician. I was around a beauty shop my whole life. That
No,
was very good.
I can't claim that. Let's see. How am I going to put this in so people can see it? Can you see it there? It'll probably
Um, which one? Yeah, we could. Oh, wait, no. I'm waiting to see what you're putting on.
waiting
I
for the
got a
lag to
lag.
come.
Yeah.
So this one here, I already teased it up a little bit, and then what?
You already teased it up. It's all beauty shop talk tonight.
So that's our theme, isn't it? Isn't that our theme? I wonder if
Oh
you could. I
shoot.
wonder if you could do like the old beehive rat's nest with this. You know what I mean?
Oh.
But you can see how that could. There's potential for that in some applications. Here, I just stitched just two straight lines. I just did two straight lines over 4 or 5 just to see what two lines. Thinking about an eyebrow, some kind of an eyebrow or something. I can tell
Yeah,
Von.
that looks like.
I can tell
I
Vanna's
just don't
never
know.
going to use this stuff ever.
No, I'm never using it. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm
I,
usually positive about a lot of things. I'm not really digging this stuff.
yeah, I can tell. Yeah.
It looks like stuff that comes out of my husband's ears if I don't trim them.
Oh, that. Thanks for that mental image.
Oh.
So that's on. This is on 14 count Ada, and that's stitched okay on 14 count Ada. That was just fine. And then I went to let's throw it on the ground. Then I went to 25 count Lugana, and let's see how's that best going to show. I can't. Is that in the middle? It probably hasn't shown up yet, but
I'm not seeing it yet. Yeah, this is all Gary, Jill. This was his idea. So they like it, Gary.
you don't. But
I don't know. I don't like it at all, to be honest with you.
so on this one, this is on 25 count Lugana, and that's getting a little tough. It was kind of tough on the thread. It was starting to come apart after I'd done a few, and uh, then what I did on this one is this section right here. I did crosses over two. I stitched
Mm-hmm.
crosses over two to see what would happen. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it works. One thing that you can do is you can pretty easily tease it up and have loops, and then
Yeah.
you could go through with scissors. And here, let me just do it. Just stick the scissors in the loops
Oh,
and
you
cut
went
it.
up a little. We can't see it
I
again.
took it off again. I took it off
Oh, okay.
so I could cut them. But you can put your scissors in the loops if you make X's. It was pretty easy to get loops here on this and up, and then put the scissors in the long way and cut it, and get a nice low nap fuzz. So it's definitely a gimmick thread. There's no doubt about it. And I will say it gets a little messy because you start to get these hairs all over the place, and they're a synthetic, so they get staticky. But for some things, I kept thinking with this black, I just kept thinking witch's hair or witch's broom. If you wanted to do that, certainly Santa's beard, you could get some nice effects with that.
I get that same effect when Augie sets on my work. Not impressed with it.
I notice.
It and somebody asked what the texture of it is. I felt it last Saturday or whenever we got it, and it's silky. It's silkier than
Here, I'm putting this back on.
Whisper.
I'm putting this
It
back
okay.
on. People are tired of looking
All
at my
right.
hoops.
It's silkier than Whisper. Whisper has like a kind of a wiry feel,
Yeah,
a wool feel, and this is more uh like a satin feel.
yeah. It's
It's
very
soft.
it's very soft. Yeah, really soft. Delicate. There's a delicacy, a real softness to it. Yeah. So, reminded me of Angora. Does it did
Mm,
there was like an
mm-hmm.
Angora feel to it,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. So I don't know. It was interesting to me because it was different, and uh, I don't know. It's worth a try, worth an experiment, just to show
It was
people
a
what
good
it was like.
experiment.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it was good, and that might be sort for a lot of people, not for me, but that's okay
I
because
thought.
everybody has their thing.
Yeah, I thought it would come all apart. That was what I was concerned about. Is when you stitch it, that you would just have all these pieces just flying everywhere, and it holds together quite well. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
on the Lugana making cross stitches. You needed to run fairly short, like 8-inch lengths. Uh, you needed to run that to otherwise it really started to break down because dragging it through those small holes was tearing it right up. But anything bigger
Yeah.
than that, it seemed to hold up pretty well. So
Yeah.
yeah, somebody said like a boa. Now see in painted canvas needlepoint, I could see making good use of this because
Yeah.
there you have opportunity, and it really does perform well on needlepoint canvas. So there you have lots of opportunity to put
Mm-hmm.
fuzzy things in. So um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. Somebody asked if I dye fabric, if I have dyed fabric. Yeah, I have. Mm-hmm. Yep. I use I did I was the I used to do my bake and basted fabric. That's on my blog. I started doing that like in 2008, 2009, where you do tea and coffee and then bake it. Um, and then I've also done Rit dye.
Oh, what does the baking do for it? I've never understood that.
It makes it look like archive, like parchment. It'll do like I bunch it up and put it on a baking sheet with aluminum foil on it. I was the first one that showed how to do that.
Oh,
And and it when you bake it, you like just want it to like I would like put more and more. I would like drizzle coffee on it as I bake it, and so you'll get like lines, areas of darkness, so it looks like you drug it through a mud puddle and stuck it out to dry.
oh, okay, okay,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. I don't think I'll ever do that. Can you do running or straight stitches with the eyelash? Actually, that's where it's ideal. Any satin or running any longer stitch is where it's really going to work ideally. You get very small stitches, like especially X's over two, and it's just too hard on it. But yeah, you do running stitches and that kind of thing. You bet you could make a nice fuzz line without any trouble at all. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see where it would be better for like a needlepoint type application rather than a linen or cross stitch
Yeah. Yeah.
application.
Yeah. It really started to work better when I got to the 14 count Ada, and then I thought, well, I'm gonna try it on needlepoint, and boy, then it was that was easy. Then it started to slip through the holes quite nicely. I used this 24 size 24 needle, tapestry needle, and it slipped right through and didn't come apart. I didn't have fuzz everywhere, and it's real easy because of the way it's designed. It's real easy to make an L stitch and anchor it, piece of cake, because it it latches onto everything. But yeah,
Hmm.
it's that's fun, something to play with anyway. It was interesting. You know, I give those Rainbow Gallery people credit for they try all kinds of stuff. I mean, their line is extensive. If you need an effect, they can do it.
They have the best, I feel like the best metallics on the market to do
Mm,
to mess with.
yeah,
Uh, you know, I mean, personal opinion.
yeah. Well, that's they had this petite treasure braid.
Yeah, that treasure braid is awesome.
Yeah, that's really nice to
Have
stitch
you ever
with.
used that?
Oh yeah,
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 you've used it.
yeah, yeah. So they had several new colors of the petite treasure braid. Yeah, this is very nice stuff, and this is a real like if you're their cards wear me out sometimes, but if you're well, I can't ever get it started. There it is. If you're looking for something really fine, fine metallic, this petite treasure braid is really nice, and you can see it. It hangs. It doesn't get. I like Krynic, but Krynic and that curl after a while get frustrating. But you can see this hangs quite nicely right off the card. You're not getting a any curling or
There's
anything.
no kink.
No,
Hmm.
none whatsoever. But this petite treasure braid is a real nice color, a real nice texture too. Yeah. And then they had silk lame braid is one of my favorites. I think you can. That's fun. I should put it right side up, but they had some new colors of that too. Yeah, their line of stuff is amazing. Um, some people lock into things like flare and go get all worked up about how miserable it is, and then I think sometimes that just gets associated to with Rainbow Gallery, and then people think, oh, that's all tough stuff, but they really make some very nice stuff. It's real easy to work with. Yeah. So yeah, they have a lot, and what is it? Very Velvet, Petite Very Velvet is one that you want. That's there's some really good effects with that stuff too. Yep. Yep. Couch it with filament stitch or oh, just tried floche. Yeah, yeah. Spell check makes it cloche. Is it cloche or cloche?
A
I don't,
cloche,
yeah, every time.
a cloak. It's actually a cloak. Like a cloche. It's a dome, a glass
Oh,
dome.
oh. Because I can't tell you how many times I've typed it. Hey Kim, I can't tell you how many times I've typed floche and Next thing I turn around, it's CLOCHE. It's like, stop it. Yeah. Splendor. Yeah, Splendor's another good one. Their line of stuff is so good. It really is. Really is. Yep. So let's see. Go to the URL at the bottom, fibertalk.stitchybox.com, to check out the buy 5 get 1 free. Right? Buy 4 get 1 free. Is that what it was? Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buy 4 get 1 free of their new Stitchy Silk 7-strand French spun silk, 61 colors, 8 yards. Really looks nice in the pictures. Really does. But get enough because it's a one-shot deal. Yep. Let's see. Shall we show some people asked about what it was we brought home.
Are we going to show our On You Stay first?
We could do that. Would you like to show yours?
I would like to show. No, I want to see yours.
There's not much to see, but I'll show it.
I want to see yours in real time.
Oh, okay. We'll go into all me then.
Okay, great.
So there.
Oh, well, you got farther than what you were the last time I saw you.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working at it, but I haven't stitched on it in several days.
That's nice, Gary. That's beautiful.
I'm really pleased with the purple and the white. I really am. I really think I'm really happy with that combination. I will say you got to pay attention stitching on that dark purple, as everyone would know. From I pulled out more than one because I went one thread too far, but yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. I think it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's gonna be classy looking, which is what I wanted. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that is very nice.
So, be plugging away, getting back to it now. Travel's over for a long time, so I'll be able to work on it pretty steady now. Yeah.
Yeah, whether you want to travel or not, travel's over for a long time.
No kidding. Yeah. No kidding. Yeah. Yep. There ain't no place to go. But I will say, going back to both of us, I will say that we were looking at airfares to go to Phoenix in the summer.
Yeah, they're cheap now.
Holy smokes. Yep. You'd be wanting to sign up if you're going anywhere, because there's some really good prices right now. Yeah. But yeah, and you can, Lent isn't over, so if you want to get in on this thing, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to get done by the end of Lent. Not at this pace. No. You're a lot further than I am, though.
I'm not going to get done.
No. What's yours look like? Let's see yours. You really cooked along. Yeah, Sharon, that purple here, I'm going to Alvana. That purple is really happy with it. Jessica Grimm to the rescue on that one. There's Alvana. Yeah, see. That's nice. That's really nice. That's a nice combination.
Yeah, thank you. Well, that's all Kim, not Alvana. I just said, okay, whatever.
Send it.
Go ahead and send it. But what I really like, can you see the beads?
Yeah, because you're putting in beads in those little openings there.
Circles, yeah.
And then you're satin stitching a bunch of that.
I love my satin stitches. That was really a great idea I had.
Yeah, no, that was a good choice. Yeah, it really adds a nice dimension. I like that.
Yep, there you go. Looks nice.
Yeah, no, those beads were a good idea. And you're just putting those in as you go, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a wrong idea, but
I don't know. When you have to move the hoop, we'll see.
Yeah.
What bead is it? Is it just like a little pearl bead?
It's a Mill Hill. Mill Hill.
Oh yeah.
So they're clear beads, but the barrel is silver.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I saw somebody. What is that thing you have those on? Is that
Tacky Bob?
Tacky Bob. That's what that is. Yeah. And that works well for you?
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah. I saw someone.
I have several.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Does it hold just enough, but not too much?
You you can throw as many as you want in there because see, like this side and this side is sticky.
Oh, both of them are.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so you could put like 5, 6 boxes in here.
wow. Because I saw somebody who was did a beading video just a couple weeks ago, and they wrapped. It looked like it was painter's tape around their thumb, reverse, so the
Mm.
sticky part was out, and then they put a bunch of beads on there, and we're just picking them off with a needle. Which
Oh.
I didn't realize, didn't think painter's tape would hold that well, but it looked like it was blue painter's tape. But that was kind of different.
Mm.
But those things, a sticky bob, I think that would hold them better, right? I would think.
Yeah, it's sticky. It's
Yeah.
real sticky. Go back to both of us because I look not good today.
Okay. So yeah, I probably maybe I should get that. I was thinking you get when you put those beads in, you got me thinking about doing a little, if I could find the right red, a little red French knot in each one of those slots.
On purple?
Yeah, I was going for the Jesus blood thing.
Oh.
If I could find
Hmm.
the right red, that didn't scream red.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Thought it might be worth a try. Apparently, Vonna doesn't think so. Okay, that idea sucks.
uh,
Never mind.
maybe a red bead. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. You'll need to have to look at that. Yeah,
No,
look at Vanessa what she's saying.
what?
Oh, but there's people there. Yes, for the red. Joni Miller said the red hat ladies. Yeah, they do purple and red. So
It
maybe.
was. It was a thought. It was a thought.
No, 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 Gary. No to beads. There's like about a half and a half on that. I don't know. You just have to try it, see what it looks like.
See, well, and see, Mindy has it. I was thinking like a dark red, burgundy kind of thing. No red. Okay, all right, never mind. Just never mind.
Yeah, time for beer. No, Laura wants to know what kind of beer we're having.
Oh,
I'm not having any.
I'm Sam Adams Cold Snap. Sam Adams Cold Snap. Yep.
I'm having Diet Mountain Dew Code Red. That's what
Woohoo!
I had a hot. I had a headache today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, Lindy Overton said they have feathers. Okay, so the red hat or the red hat ladies or the purple hat ladies or whatever they are, they have those big fezzy feathers. You could use your thread for that
Oh, my
for your fuzz
eyelash
impression.
thread.
Yeah,
This stuff. It's weird
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. I think it has potential. I'm not writing it off.
No, it
Well,
doesn't. You can.
sounds like my red idea not getting so much support. Oh well. It was a thought. I had a thought. I had a moment. I haven't actually done it, so all right, I'll just stick with white on purple. Do that. It's working. Pass. Colleen, pass on that, Gary. Yeah, okay. All right. Uncle, I give up. I give up. Never mind.
Oh shoot!
I had a moment. Because I
You had a
liked your
moment.
beads. I thought your beads were a good thing.
Thanks. I thought my beads were a good thing
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. So, oh well. Oh well, I tried. I tried. Um, let's show some of the stuff that we decided to bring home.
Okay.
You gonna go
You
first?
want me to go? Okay, I
Sure.
will.
Go first. Here, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
I
go all
brought.
Vana. I'm gonna go all Vana.
Okay. From Shakespeare's Peddler, Christina Weber's marking sampler. Very simple. I
Yep.
thought I could. Another reason why I wanted this is my mother's maiden name is Weber.
Oh,
So, and then let's see what else.
Kim says iridescent silvery bead. Okay, I'll try, Kim.
Yeah. This was the find of the
Oh
weekend, I
man,
feel like.
you were so wound up when you saw that you couldn't hardly walk.
Marjorie Massey. Has anybody seen this finished? Has anybody finished this? Because this is fantastic. Anybody done this?
Is that really big? Is that a big piece, or it's hard to tell from the charts?
It is 298 wide and 162 tall. So it's in centimeters. If I was going to do a 32 count, it would be 37 centimeters by 20 centimeters.
Okay, 2.5 centimeters in an inch.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty good size. Then 18 inches, 17,
Yeah.
18 inch. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a big one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This.
Because that's
This is
those
fantastic.
when you get those little ones. Sometimes, yeah, they're monsters. But
Yeah.
and that's a whole line that Teresa's carrying of those, right?
Right. So let's go over this again. Marjorie Massey is from France and she has fantastic patterns. But she doesn't speak English well. And she does have a Facebook group for her patterns, and you could ask her to send them and there would be some sort of exchange of money. And but it was just kind of hard to communicate with her. And so Teresa approached her. And so Teresa at uh, Kitten Stitcher on her website, she is the distributor for these. So you can only get them from Teresa. And she has her whole line. And I've always wanted this. This was like my unicorn, and I got it. So, hey, I wanted to talk about this unicorn charts. That's what they call them if you don't have them and you really, really want them.
Oh,
I
that's
was
what they
thinking
mean by
about that.
that. Oh, Arlene says,
Yeah.
"Can you hold it close to the camera? Take it out of the plastic, will you? Can you take it out?" Sorry.
So, anyway, while I'm taking it out of the plastic, I'm going to talk about this. You know, there's always a pattern that somebody wants, right? There's probably, I could set and name 30 patterns that I'd love to have that are out of print. But there's so many beautiful things. You know what I mean? So many beautiful things in the marketplace nowadays.
Hold it up a little bit higher.
There it is.
A little bit higher. There we go.
See it?
That kind of has a long dog sampler look to it to me. Does it?
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that. I don't know what it is. I saw her pattern in 2013. That's when this was made, I think. And well, I guess so. There's 2013. I saw it finished. Mm. It's always been in my head ever since then. The
So
only thing
so
about this pattern,
you have these unicorn samplers that you chase?
well, I mean, I have, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm lucky in the fact that, and I'm just going to say it, and I don't mean this in any way arrogant at all, but I'm very lucky in the fact that if I really want something, I have a lot of friends that cross stitch and I can usually find it, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anyways, there you go. That's the way I feel about it. I love this sampler a
And
lot.
Teresa has a whole bunch of them.
Oh, yeah.
There's a whole series. She's
This,
got the whole series. Yeah.
well, of her, I mean, there's only one of these Quaker Streets, but, yeah, she's got a whole. This Marjorie Massey has a lot of has a wide, thing of work, body of work. So this is what I got. I love this. This is one of my best ones. But anyways, okay. So what else? But wasn't a new reintroduction. This was just one that I really, really always wanted, and I lost it when she showed it to us. Remember, I was like, I couldn't even think about anything
Well,
else. I
you about sucked the air out of the room. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was like you'd found that long lost whatever because
oh
it really hit you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What am I going to stitch it in? I think I'm going to stitch it just like what it is. Probably three. I don't know what she uses, but I would assume that that's like 310 or 30 uh 37. What's that one? 30, not 37.91. I don't know, brown, black, something like that. I don't want it in red. I think it looks better, and I like red, but I think it would look better in the color that it is.
Yeah.
But anyways, then I got the last two installments of the Jenny Bean parlor sampler. Got both of those because I have all of those. I got it from the very beginning when she did it like 8 years ago. Uh oh, here's on my other things. These guys.
Oh, you went nuts over those two. Those are
Those
really,
those punch needles, yeah.
yeah.
All of these guys.
That's pepper. Is it No,
Pepper
berry.
berry designs.
Pepperberry designs. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, great. That was awesome. Let's see what else. Oh, and this little guy, this little lady, Jordan Nicole of Little Stitch Girl.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought were cute. I particularly like this one, and Jordan gave me these.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jordan. Um, well, and then you can't this. I love this from the
Yep.
moment I saw it.
I saw somebody posted today uh, a scarlet red. I think it was scarlet red ground cloth with white for that.
They've already stitched it.
No, they showed just it was a shop, and I can't remember the shop, but they showed
Was it?
two combinations, and one that they were showing was a real nice red linen with white thread.
I think that this could be knocked out in a weekend.
Probably, yeah. Hmm.
Okay, and then I've raved and raved and raved about this. This
Yep.
is fantastic. This
Yep.
one, fantastic. This finish, mm, perfect, perfect finish. Love it. And let's talk about why I like it. Because it's pristine, right? Nothing in this whole thing takes away from the beauty of that stitching. Not anything. Her finishing is so clean and it's just enhances. It doesn't detract the eye. All it does is it's just draws your eye right to that stitching. And that's the way finishing should be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think that's perfect. Okay, let's see what else. Um, I have a lot here, but oh, this was another one. This we both got this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is, and this is it's on silk gauze, Erica Michaels, and you got that too, right?
Yep. Oh, that silk gauze. I took that out. Holy smokes. That is
Tiny.
some
Should I?
that is some
And
tiny.
I think I haven't really looked real hard, but I did do a silk gauze piece once before, and you have to put this like in between two pieces of mat board, don't you?
No, I didn't know that. I was just going to call Arlene and get help, but
Yeah,
yeah.
you just put it between you cut out the center of a or how I would do it is you cut out the center of a mat board and then you put it like you place it down and then sandwich it and then you sew. That's what you hold to sew to
Oh,
yeah. So you don't want to get this wonky at all. Does Arlene stitch on silk gauze?
she did. She did one that piece. She won all those awards for on silk gauze. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah
yeah.
yeah. So anyways,
She earned her stripes with that thing. Yeah, I didn't
yeah
realize how fine it is. Uh, I mean, that's
yeah
really fine. I'd never actually held any silk gauze. So, but that's a beautiful piece.
yeah absolutely.
Yep.
And the other one that I got from Erica Michaels was her little scarecrow. I love this. That
Yes.
little, and I don't know why I like it so much, but it just was I don't know, it was just appealing to me. But I really like, and both of these are included in this packet. But this little stand up, I love that little stand up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, and then
So
this.
wait a minute. I'm learning things about uh,
Oh,
the silk gauze here. What is this?
you can like sew. Okay, so there's several ways you can do it. You can put it on stretcher bars, but that's such a small piece that I wouldn't like stretcher bars personally. And how I did it was you put it between two mat boards and you cut out the center. Or the other way you can do it is sew a piece of fabric around it and then put that on stretcher bars and do it that way.
Oh,
Or on a hoop or whatever.
okay.
But
Hmm.
I personally like, because you don't want to, it's like canvas. You can get it,
Yeah.
not, yeah.
Out of square. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so then the baby berries, baby Easters or Easter babies, Easter baby berries.
Yep.
Love these, both of these. But the reason I bought the silk one is not because I think I've told you this before. I don't like tiny things. I mean, it's not that I don't like them. They do not like interest me.
Yeah.
Some people want to stitch the smallest that they can stitch, and that just doesn't it just doesn't blow my dress up. I don't care about that. How little stuff is or
Yeah.
miniature or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, what I loved was this guy right here. Isn't he cute?
Yep.
And it only comes in the silk one. And remember, I picked it up and I said, "Look at this, Gary, how cute it is." Do you remember that?
I do. Cause see, I, I'll pass.
Because you remember everything I do.
No, I do.
Ah,
I remember that because I remember trying to get excited on your behalf, and I just couldn't.
I was like, "Look at this. Look how cute it
Because you
is."
were all
Okay.
wound up
So
about
anyway,
it, and I was going, "Yeah, okay, let's move on to something else."
yeah.
Just not my thing, you know.
The Squirrel on the Bike by Janine McGowan. Fantastic. I love that one. Okay, let's see what else do I have in here. I think I'm winding it down of my oh, wait a minute. The last things I got in a long strip.
Yep. May 1. May 1. Hannah Longstreth. We're start with us. Call Kim to get your kits. May 1.
May the first.
We're starting on that thing. Somebody asked me what I
Okay.
was going to use for linen for that today, and I haven't answered
We're
them yet
using
because
whatever aren't we going to use whatever Kim gives us? That's what I'm doing. Kim, get us something great.
yeah, she already selected something. I just don't remember what it
She's
was.
yeah. We had our choice of the same thing that we're stitching the queen on, or
Oh, that was
something else.
cupcake or Russian
And
cupcake,
I chose
tea cake,
Russian
tea cake.
tea cake.
Yeah,
And we had that choice, or we had another choice, and I took the other choice, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember what I did either. But yeah, I'm excited to get going on that. That one's really neat.
And the MPI, it's an MPI.
Right. Right.
And so that's solid color, not any modeling. Not that a Verisol has modeling, but whatever. But
Yeah.
anyways, and then this one. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways, because I love the pastoral scene. And I love those big honking flowers. The big honking flowers and the pastoral scene. So that looks like here I am in my big blue house, and I'm going to jauntily walk along my fence and go to my barn and get out my sheep while I cut my flowers.
Well, you just have a little story, don't you?
Every
You
time
just
I stitch, I have to have a story.
you just have a little story.
Yep, in my head all the time. There's
All
always
right.
a story going on in my head. And then my last one, here it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure we want to hear a lot of those stories, but okay.
This one.
Yeah.
I just like all those animals in the lawn.
Yeah.
Look how nice they're all lined up looking at the shepherd like, "Hey guy, tell us a story. We're
Now,
here sitting on the lawn."
yeah. Now, see, it'll be interesting. Because I'll show what I selected from Barbara Hudson, and there none of them like that. None of those. Yeah.
No, it's totally different. Okay, now but the last thing is The last thing about this sampler that I absolutely love is that Adam and Eve, and they look like they're a little sadistic.
Barbara calls what Barbara calls them the dippity doo Adam and Eve.
Oh yeah, because of their
Right?
hair.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they almost look a little. They got like look, they've got high heels.
I
They got
know.
black patent leather high
I
heels. It's
know. It's
almost
funny.
like they're pole dancers or something.
It's
I
hilarious.
don't know.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yep.
Here I am in my black patent leather shoes in the Garden of Eden.
Yep. With my dippity doo hair. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. All right, that's it. That's
That
all
was
I got.
yours? Because Kim
Yep.
says 37 count Russian tea cake or 45 count Jersey cream.
Oh,
I didn't remember those. So now I got to make sure. 45 count
I just
Jersey cream appeals to me.
I think that's what I said.
Did we?
I said that.
Okay. I don't know.
Sandy P says which one is Adam and which one is Eve. I don't know
Good
because
luck.
they're they're very very similar.
Yeah, good luck telling which one. Yeah, usually Adam's on the left, isn't he?
Yeah.
But it's hard to tell. Yeah.
Probably that he is the one on the left is Adam because he's sitting there with his hands on his hips and the other one is reaching up for the apple. So I imagine
Well, that would be
that.
symbolic. Yeah.
See, because he's like, "What do you mean giving me an apple?" And she goes, "Here it is. It's so delicious."
Now we have dialogue. Now we have Adam and Eve dialogue.
Here it is. It's so delicious. Okay.
Okay. Okay. That is one of the better Adam and Eve's though I've seen, I have to
Oh,
say.
truly it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I didn't get, oh, I have to tell you this. So I do work for the Shepherd's Needle, finish for them. And so I have like a lot of money. I do it in trade. So I've got a lot of money to like use up. And I bought the Adam and Eve house because we had such a good time, like figuring out
Uh,
all the snakes, and I could not get that because every time I see it, I think about us and that I have watched that like maybe 50 times since we've been home. Just that section about Adam and Eve. Well, there's another snake. Here's another snake. They're in a house.
uh, going back to both of us, that was
Oh,
so funny because it just kept growing and growing and growing. That was yeah. There's so much in that. We must have spent 10 minutes on that one chart, didn't we?
oh yeah, it
Yeah.
was a lot. And every time I was okay now. I'm awake a lot during the night. I don't sleep well a lot of times. And the other night I started laughing in the middle of the night and Keith like goes, "What are you laughing at?" And I go, "I was thinking about." I go, "You won't understand." And he goes, "Is it something that you and Gary did?" And I said, "Yes." And he goes, "My God."
Yeah,
Oh,
that
there's
was that
another
one. That was
that's
funny.
another snake.
Yeah, there's snakes everywhere. Yep.
There's how many snakes are in the Garden of Eden? Oh gosh, that was funny.
Yep.
Guess you had to be there though.
Yeah, but yeah, that was an interesting chart. So, yep. Okay, you're gonna have to help me with a couple of these because I just kept them because I like them, but I don't know the background. So I'm gonna go to where's my camera? This camera. So this one, Ida Nolt, Hands to Work. I really like that one.
Oh yeah, that is a pretty one.
I really like that. And I'll tell you, I saw that, and I see gold work there.
Mm.
I see doing some gold work here and there in that. So I think I might play a little bit with that.
Gold work, like real gold, like
Yeah,
just
like
gold.
gold work thread, like ornue or just couching, something like that. Those leaves and some things. I think that theirs could be there could be some just enough gold work on that
Huh, that's a good idea, Gary.
that you could really put some life into that. I like the design.
Mm-hmm. I do
So
too.
yeah, that one yeah. Oh, and Arlene, thanks for sending whatever you sent me, the information on silk gauze. Appreciate it. But yeah, that one I saw it, and I've been kind of studying it, and I think I could. There's some gold thread work that could be done there that would really enhance that. So I'm gonna play with that. Yeah, that was one. Then I
Well,
kept.
hands to work. She's an old time. I mean, not an old time, but she's been a designer for many, many years, and then she stopped for a period of time. And this is her reintroduction again. And I have several, several, several of her old charts.
Oh,
Oh, she always does fabulous work.
oh, yeah. It's first I'd seen it, so but I knew you knew her from past days. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Petite Silk Lame and Ida Nolt. There you go. See, you can play around with that. That just to me, it just says it needs to have some sparkly stuff to it. So
Is it Nolte or is it Nolte?
sure, whatever you
Because
want.
it's Nick
No,
Nolte, isn't it?
it's Nolt, so it's Nolt.
Oh,
Ida
okay.
Nolt.
All right.
But that's the sampler thing, right? Yeah, it's the
Mm-hmm.
sampler itself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just think there's some metallic something there that would work for really well for that. And then I really like
Yep.
this one. What? I really like this one, Maria Finney, 1832, The Adam and Eve's House
Mm-hmm.
from Teresa Vanette. I'll move that up.
Mm-hmm.
I like
That's
that.
great. Yeah. Me too.
Because see, that one to me, you could do the top or the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
There's two, to me, there's two
The bottom
samplers.
would be a really great drum.
Yes.
Were you gonna say that?
Well, I was, but you said it. That's fine.
Oh, okay. I'm
No,
sorry.
bring that border down, like enclose it in the border, and that would,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, to me that would make a great drum. Yep.
You wouldn't even have to do the border. You could just do the drum, just the grass, the house, and the flowers.
Yeah. Yeah. Kim's getting flosh. Kim can speak for herself, but she's getting flosh if she doesn't already have it. Yeah, I like that. I like that, and I might just do that bottom third with the flowers in the house because I just think I like that.
Well, now let's talk about the animals that are in the garden up there. What in the world are those?
I don't
I
know.
think is one like a monkey on its fours. I don't know that tail, and
It's
then
like
like a rabbit dog or something.
yeah, I don't know what that is, but angels and stuff. Um, that top part I like it, but it gets a little messy. The bottom
Mm-hmm.
part is cleaner and more organized, and so that's where my
Mm.
eye keeps going when I look at this.
They want to know how big it is.
Um, I don't know.
It's big.
It's a big one, and I pulled the cover out of the chart.
It's rather big. I would
Yeah,
say it's easily I would say 12 by 18, 12 by 20. I have it because I was in the Spring Green, Wisconsin Country Sampler ABC Girls, and it's rather large.
yeah,
I mean, not like huge large, but a nice. It would take you a while to get it finished.
yeah. But that part right there, that's why I kept this one
That's
because
nice.
just that bottom part, yeah, really like that. So that was one that I'm gonna do. And then to me, I can't. I've raved about this one. Uh, I I love this one. The Huckleberry Farm. Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is. Huckleberry Farm sampler. I really like this, and I like it because I like the colors, but I love that border and the slate. It was slate, right? I think it's slate.
Mm-hmm.
Linen that she put it on to me just really because a lot of times for me that mottled linen I don't care for it. I think it detracts from the design when you have all that modeling in there. So I just don't care for it. I'd rather have a solid color. But in this case, I think it really enhances it. And I just like the colors. I think I just really think she does a nice job. She really does.
She does. And I still love that the top of it, that bear and the honeycomb and
Yep.
or that yellow house. That would just make the perfect drum.
Yep. I just really like the work she does, because the one that neither of us showed, that's the companion with that squirrel, is that kind of geometric.
Oh yeah, the pin cushion.
Yeah, which is another one. Yeah, like we said in before, I thought she was kind of the hit of last year's show, and I wondered if she could match it this year in terms of her what she put together, and she exceeded. I just think she
It's
really
shale. Somebody corrected us. It's shale.
shale.
Thanks, Susan. Shale picture this plus.
Yeah,
I'm almost tempted to get that and just stitch it get the linen and just stitch it just like Janine has it
yeah,
because it is fantastic. That swallowtail butterfly is a
yep,
work of art in the middle. Yeah, just fantastic.
yeah. I really think
Gosh,
she just knocked it out of the
look
park
what
with that one.
Kim wrote.
Hmm?
Look what Kim wrote.
Kim, we don't need another.
No,
No, no
no.
more Sal's. No, no. Stop it, Kim. Stop it. And then this one, this is not a new one. This is Jeanette Douglas's Common Thread 2. And we talked about this in the show, in one of the shows. And the more we explored this and the more we discovered all of the different stitches that are in there, I had to have this thing. I just had to have it. Jeanette Douglas is quickly becoming one of my favorite designers.
And what a nice lady she is.
Oh, she's a terrific lady.
Genuinely.
Yep.
Yeah, like good
Yeah.
people.
But look at all the different stitches. She said it was a teaching piece, but this kind of almost has a Gay Ann Rogers feel to it on linen. To me, in terms of the combination of white work and black work and different colors and stuff.
Doggone it, Gary. You
What?
keep on talking about that to me. You talked about it when we were by ourselves, and then you keep on talking about it. Now I want it. Now stop it. It is beautiful.
It's just got so many nice elements to it. Look at that flower
Yeah.
in the upper left in the pot.
The
I mean,
flower, yes, the flower. You know that that's my favorite
I know.
motif. And then
That's you right there.
I know it is.
See?
That's what kind of my body shape too. That crown.
Well, we won't get into that, but but that thing is just stinking beautiful. And she did something with the alphabet rather than just throw an alphabet down there. She did something with it. It has kind of a unique
Uh-oh.
look to it. I love that little
Yeah.
I love that little Bargello thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Ron was just
You need to look in even in the comments again and look what Kimberly Young wrote.
road trip, trip to
Yeah, but
Jeanette.
above that, wrote 1, 2, 3, 4 above that.
Oh yeah, I'll get Jeanette for a show again. What?
No, she's
Oh
getting
my,
sassy.
we'll be there. We'll be there. Is that spring, summer, fall, when, Kim? We'll be there. Sassy Jack's road trip. Yep, I'll be there. I'll drag Vonna. I'll stop in Bloomington and drag Vonna along. I just think that, that's just, to me, that's just terrific.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I have to agree with that. That is a
Yep.
fantastic. And it stuck out to me even before you horned in on that. Got it. Hogged onto it, whatever you want to say, stuck on it.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever
It's
word
really
it is
great.
that makes it work. And this one's not a new one, but this is from Karen Kluba, who, okay, I have never stitched a Karen Kluba thing, and I have a small stack of her stuff, and I really need to get one and stitch it. Because I think so much of her work, well, I think so much of her as a person, but also her
I'm
work.
gonna tell you what, if you would get one to start, but you know what? We got Mark is gonna get mad at us. But if you would start one, I have one started and I would stitch with you.
What one
We
do
would
you
have
have
to add that
started?
in. I have the Quaker diamonds.
Oh, that's a beaut.
Gosh, it is.
Look at this though. All that blue.
Yeah, that's all you all day long.
Yep. Karen Kluba
Because when we
is.
went in her room, you started looking at that, and you looked at it, and you looked at it, and you looked at it. I knew you were going to have it.
Yep. Well, I missed it last year. I didn't even know it existed. She had it hanging up there. It's hard in her room because there's so many. Her catalog is gigantic. Yeah, that one right there. Somebody said there's an ongoing sale for this one.
For that one?
Yeah. So that one I got from Karen.
That kind of has like a oriental feel to it.
Really?
A mandala look to it or something.
Yeah, the center does, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But not so overwhelming as a Mandela, yeah.
No, no, no.
Because those things scare me.
Yeah.
To me, those things are almost like heaven and earth designs things. They go on forever.
Yeah. Oh, look, Sharon Bruce. She has Leeds House sampler, and she would stitch with us.
Okay, Sharon. Okay. As soon as I find a minute, I'll send you email.
Yeah, right.
That's because this is, what's the size on this?
Well, all hers are rather large.
Yeah, 18. On 28 count. Picture this plush cashel, 18 by 26. That's not so bad. 170 by 270. That's not so bad.
They're already tossing around dates here
For what?
for this for this Rosewood Manor style we're getting ourselves stuck in.
I'm moving on.
September. Yeah, keep on rolling.
I'm moving. Spring Hill, right there. And this is seasonal. She's going to do 4 of them. So obviously, spring, summer, winter, fall is how you do the seasons. In case anybody was wondering, I'm locked in on that one.
Yeah, you liked that one from the beginning too.
I did. Yep. I'll be curious to see what she does with that hill with each one. I tell you what got me was this right here. I couldn't leave that alone.
The bottom?
The flower at the top, the blue. Yeah, I couldn't.
Oh, the vine. That's
Well,
what got
yeah,
me
the
too.
vine. Yeah, and of course you mentioned about we ought to do that in Montenegrin just because.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just because we can. But there's another drum right there, isn't there? Isn't that another drum?
Oh yeah.
That,
top or bottom could be a drum.
Right.
That middle thing could be a band sampler.
Right.
Or on a banding.
Yep. Oh yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. With just the hill with that bird sitting up there.
Yeah, awesome.
So much potential. I don't even know. I might take the alphabet out. How would that look?
That'd look good.
Yeah. Yeah, that one, I couldn't leave that one alone the minute I saw it. That was one of her new ones, yep. Now, we already talked about this one. Because, yeah, this is Linda Vinson. That's a good one.
That's good. Mm-hmm.
And it's too bad that the photography didn't deliver the frame that she has with that, because that's quite a frame.
What do you? Oh, you mean on that chart?
Yeah.
I think that could be stitched in a weekend.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I think maybe I need to try to do that.
Well, go for it.
Is this a weekend? Oh, is this a weekend? That's how sad I am.
You really need some sleep.
Tomorrow I have a funeral luncheon.
I know. You need some sleep. So now some needlepoint ones. So I'm going to lay this down here because this is from Textured Treasures from Karen Dudzinski. I did not know I'd never heard of her.
And this was
good night, Cooper. Cooper's going to bed, everybody. Good night, Cooper. Good night, Connor.
Night, Cooper. Night, Connor. This one, From Dawn to Dusk. I am so in love with this. I cannot stop thinking about it.
Oh, this one. Okay, I'll go back to the one I was going to show. Yes. This one right here.
Oh,
That's all right.
what's that?
This is dawn to dusk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the lag is throwing you
Oh,
off.
you've already got, you, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. You already got the canvas and everything?
No, this is for another one.
Oh,
That was
okay.
for
Well,
another.
then
No,
let's,
I did not kit this up yet.
okay. I was going to
No,
say, you already did that?
no, no, I did not. Karen Dudzinski, she's from Canada. I did not know she existed. I'd never heard of her. But this stuff is beautiful. And this dawn to dusk, she had like 4 or 5, you see it in the video, 4 or 5 colorways for this thing. But this thing is spectacular. Look at that thing.
That thing is spectacular. Do you think I could do that?
Yeah, you can do it. This stuff gets me really excited.
That stuff gets me really excited too.
Because look, I
I
mean,
mean, that one really gets me excited. That dawn to dusk.
that's just amazing.
It is amazing. And she had how many different, 6 different colorways?
Something like that. There's a parade of them.
And you, what would you do yours in?
There's one
You said
so
silver,
yeah,
silver and
there's a
gray.
silver gray black one. That's the one that appealed to me. It's
That
the
one is fantastic. This, well, I mean, the I don't care what color it's in. That design is fantastic. What are those stitches in the middle, like those black circle looking stitches?
I don't know. And a
That's fantastic.
huge, gigantic tip of the cap to Arlene for dragging me to there, because Arlene was the one that found her and said you got to see this stuff. And yeah, because I'd have walked right by it again if it hadn't been for Arlene. I'd have completely
I've
missed it.
got to, yeah, that one's fantastic. I agree.
Oh, I'd have to. Well, it'll take too long to look it up, but I don't know what the stitches are.
Well, it's beautiful. It doesn't even matter. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. So
Gosh, you
that,
got this one too?
huh?
You got the
Well, I
forward
did
alphabet? I didn't know
after you
that.
left and just before we, because I stayed around to do a bunch of videos, and then I said to Margaret, before we go, I got to go get some stuff. So this one is Salute to Thalarania columbica, and it's a bird. That's the scientific name for a bird.
Hmm.
Okay, I looked up the bird. It's a beautiful bird, and so she picked up all the colors from the bird.
And that's the blue one?
Yeah,
I see I got a lag.
yeah, you got quite a lag. Yeah,
Oh, that one is, oh, so it's a bird, and so that was the one that you're doing. That's nice.
right,
And
and
it's
that,
blue. That's your favorite deal.
right, yeah, well, yeah, that. Oh, here's the bird.
I think I could do that one just looking at the
Yeah, you could
stitches.
do that easy. Yeah, the it's the violet crowned wood nymph. Violet crowned wood nymph. That's the bird that she used for the colors.
Hmm. Well, isn't that cool?
Yeah. So then, and you buy it as a kit. So it was a kit. I don't know why I said you buy it as a kit and then said it was a kit, as if that wasn't clear when I said you buy it as a kit. But
You just wanted to drive that home.
well, now I've done overkill. And so most of these are Sullivan's threads.
Mm.
So there's
I've
the
never stitched a Sullivan.
I haven't either, but that's what they are. They're Sullivan's threads, and then she even threw in needles. Then
Wow.
beads,
Hmm.
and then rickrack,
Huh.
baby rickrack. So yeah. So I'm all set to go.
Well, there you go.
But I love those colors. Look at that. Sullivan's metallic floss, couple three of those, bunch of pearl, and yeah, she said she had them just the chart. She says, but I have the kits if you want, in case you can't get Sullivan's. And I didn't know, and it was there, and so I took it. But that's beautiful, huh?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that one. Yeah, I went back and went into a room and just said 11111. And then this one, I got four of them. This one is forward alphabet sampler. And this is another one. She had several colorways. You could do this.
Yep, I could do it.
Yep.
That's nice.
She just has, there's a richness to the way she does things. I really like them. Ooh, Jillian, I used Sullivan's thread and it knotted quite easily. Oh, great.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Super. I just love when you get a whole section done, turn it over, and there's a big knot. So anyway,
That's really that one's really cool too. That
yeah,
alphabet thing.
yeah, I like that. So I got that one. I mean, I'll never get any of these stitched. I don't know. I will. I got to stitch some of them. And then this was Starburst 77, also from her.
Is that the one with, I can't see it because I got a lag, but is that one with that thing in the middle?
Yeah, it's a different.
The detached,
right. Yeah.
whirly thing.
I want to do this just to do that stitch, just to see what it's like to do it. But that's very nice. It's a Bargello look without the Bargello.
Yeah, the Bargello look is really exciting to me.
Because Bargello tends to bore me, but this gives that look without the actually doing it. And I love the frame border. I like the way she uses colors. They're kind of a nice, different. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sullivan's thread is made in China. Sulky's made in Italy. Use a lot of thread wax. Yeah. So Arlene got Starburst also. Uh-oh. Arlene will have it done next week.
Oh, wait a minute. Microborans counted charts. They're fabulous. We can do an online class on one.
Yeah, he. Oh, you did, Kim. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Because I like his stuff. Because that's Carol Lake. Carol Lake and Michael, they did a lot of designs together. You know,
And
Anasazi.
I was gonna, yeah, and see Carol Lake. I am so wanting to start Anasazi songs.
Right.
But I got to do On You Stay.
Because they designed together for years.
Yeah.
The two of them. Yeah.
Because when we were in the Rainbow Gallery room, you were talking to that lady, and on a different part, when I was like getting threads in my BLT and stuff, they had 3 books there by that guy and Carol Lake, and I did not know that guy.
Yeah.
But I did know Carol Lake, and I almost said to you, "Hey, look, do we need to buy this?" But then I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really good. He and Carol both very talented, yes. Hey folks, go to fibertalk.stitchybox.com and get the silk thread. Check out that silk thread at Stitchybox, sponsoring the show here for us. That's some nice looking thread there.
Yeah, 7-stranded Italian thread.
Yep.
Silk, right?
I believe that's correct.
Or is it French?
French. I think it's French.
French silk.
Let me just check out. Let me just check my notes. Let me just check my notes. It is French spun silk, 61 colors, 7-strand, 8 yards in 8 yards in a skein. Buy 4 get 1 free.
So that's nice. 32. Let's see. 8 yards. So that's 24 feet, right? 3 times 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
Times 7. If you're doing single strand, times 7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That do be a lot of thread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So textured treasure, that was easily my find. That was easily Arlene's find of the show.
You know, I didn't have any finds.
No?
I had a lot of fumbles. No finds.
Oh. Well, I guess I really didn't have any. If Arlene hadn't showed up, I wouldn't even have seen this. So.
Well, thank God for Arlene.
Yep. Oh, Arlene, a beer or something, whatever she drinks. I don't know what she drinks. Yeah. But wow. Those are, different. So, look at here. Hannah Longstreth. May 1. Get your kits from Kim. May 1. We're doing it. Russian tea cake, and what was the other one? Jersey cream.
Jersey cream. That's
Yeah,
gonna be awesome.
thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. Stitchy Box sampler charts. Those don't get promoted near enough. Thank you. There is a collection of samplers at stitchybox.com that if you're into samplers, you need to go check out. Thank you, Kim. Exactly.
Well, they have ones that are just fantastic, and they bought the rights from Needleprint,
Yep.
so they have a lot of Atchison schoolgirl Quakers.
Yep. Go check those out because there's some really good ones there. Yeah.
They really are.
Yep.
Would you like me to say which ones are there?
Sure, if you have them handy.
There is the companion to Beatrix Potter, which everybody knows the Beatrix Potter Quaker, but she's got the companion at there. Sarah Moon, one of the oldest known Quaker samplers. Uh, there's a Virlandy sisters. Um, that's a beautiful one. It's a, you know, Virlandy. Sarah Walpole, the reproduction sampler.
Oh, that's one of hers? I didn't realize that.
Hannah Gilpin, 1800.
Oh,
Fantastic. And then you got she's got the Virlandy sisters, which is Birdie, and then the other one is Kaysarin, and so they're sisters, and she has both of their samplers. And then Sarah Davis Clonmel, which is and the Beatrix Potter Quaker itself.
yeah.
And I think they're PDFs, aren't they?
Oh, really?
Maybe not. No, maybe not. I'm lying. No, I don't think so. Let me
No.
see.
But yeah,
No, it's a hard one.
People need to check those out because she really has a good collection there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, needleprint. Old time stitchers will know needleprint was like the bomb, and she bought the rights to needleprint samplers when they retired, and so there you go.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so May 1, Hannah Longstreth, 1805, we're doing it. Kim has the kits.
What? Okay, now listen to this. Sandy P, what would be the timeline to complete Hannah Longstreth?
Well, I'll be done in a week.
Sandy, do you know we don't hardly finish anything, Sandy. We're gonna finish something though. I can feel it. Whew.
Yeah, we are. You get enough things in the air, and one of them's got to come down sooner or later. Yeah. Look at that thing, though. I'm looking forward to that.
It's absolutely beautiful. And I stood and stared at it, and that's, you look at that and you think, oh man, knocked out month. But no, maybe each motif would take a month.
Yeah. Because it's big.
There's a lot of stitching in those.
It's a big one. Yep. But it's beautiful. And you're helping out Barbara Hudson's grandniece with her college funds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, anyway. Okay. So Hannah Longstreth, May 1. May Day start right there, May 1. That's when we're going to do it. This one, Barbara Hudson's. I have 3 Barbara Hudson's. When I first saw this one, it was like, I'll pass. The more I look at it, the more I like it. I'm sure it's the blue in there. But, yeah, I'm excited about this one. That's a nice, simple little sampler.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one. The 5 deer.
5 deer. She didn't know what to call it, so there's 5 deer in there, so she called it 5 deer.
I have to just interrupt here. Sandy P saying she was just asking because she doesn't want to fall behind. Okay. If we start okay.
Hey, Sandy, join us. You'll live behind.
But then Vanessa goes, Sandy P, you won't. You won't fall behind, Sandy P. Don't worry. You're talking about Gary and Bonna.
Zero threat.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
Oh my God. She goes, and I just got the Queen sampler and she's hoping to catch up to us. Oh, honey, you could probably do that this weekend.
Yep. Yep.
least we can laugh about it.
Yep.
It's better than crying.
I don't want to fall behind. You won't. No. 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 No
Oh,
threat.
shoot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
goodness
man.
gracious.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No. You had no trouble keeping up with us. Yep. I like that one though. Did
Oh,
Barbara Hudson have the best collection of samplers in the show?
I think she had the best collection, yes.
I think she did too.
Best collection, and nothing looked the same.
Right.
It was all very different.
Yep.
Very different like themes and styles and colors. And how many did she have? She had like
8. She had
8.
8. Yeah, she had 8. Yep.
Yeah,
Now
awesome.
see on this one, see this one? This section right here is one. This is another one. They just stand by themselves. I mean, clearly because they're bordered off, they do. But see this one right here, I could see just doing that right there. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think Barbara had the best collection of samplers of all of them. I really do.
She's just very talented, and
She is.
I just really like her. She's
And I could
very
listen to
nice.
her all day long. The information just falls out of her head. There's so much in there.
Well,
So
what's
cool.
so sweet is that I don't know, did I say this on Wednesday, but every time we walked by their room, every time they could even be talking to people and they would see you and they would wave. And a lot of times you didn't see them until I would wave when we walked by.
My designated
Yeah.
waiver.
Oh yeah, I was waving.
Yep. And then this one, this is where you and I, there was 8 of them, and you and I, other than Hannah Longstreth, didn't pick the same thing. So Ann Curtis.
I love this one.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the only one. I love this one. I do really like this one. But this is not like my first choice.
No.
And that was one of your first
Yep.
choices, I
Yep.
think.
It is. Yeah, it is. Yep. Other than Hannah,
Yeah.
this one's my first choice. Yep.
And you know what this sampler reminds me of? 1970s. Those
Hmm.
colors, that
Uh-huh.
green.
Yeah. Okay. I can
Like
see that.
we had a refrigerator and a stove that was that color in my mother's house
Oh, good.
when I was a little girl.
Now you just took my favorite
Remember?
sampler from Barbara Hudson and put it put it into
Oh,
tacky 1970s appliances. Great. Thanks a lot.
but you
Never
know what
mind. Just forget it.
Where is this little girl from? Does it say in there anywhere?
Well, I
It doesn't.
separated this from the information, so I don't know.
She doesn't have it on there. I mean, on the sampler itself. But you know what it reminds me of too is a Pennsylvania Dutch hex sign.
Oh, uh-huh.
It reminds me of that in the colors.
Yeah.
Anyways, nice.
Yeah. I love this thing. It's beautiful.
They want to know, Gary and Vanna, if we all have to quarantine, will you keep us company? Sure,
Yeah.
sure we will.
Why not?
Quarantine live with Vanna and Gary.
Just a marathon. Yeah, sure. Avocado green. That's the color. Yes. Oh, jeez.
Yes.
This is just, never mind. We're moving on. We're not wrecking my favorite one. Okay. Now, best collection, Barbara Hudson. Second best collection. Second best, Brendan and Karen. Do you agree?
Oh yeah.
I think so.
And Brendan, what is up with Brendan? He's like stealing my Bigfoot thunder.
Oh, he is stealing it. He's sucking the life out of your Bigfoot thunder. Oh man. Where was he at some park, some Bigfoot park, man? He made you look like a rookie.
It was in Wisconsin Dells, I think, is where
Yeah,
they
he made
were
you look
at.
like an absolute rookie. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Bigfoot rookie. Oh, that was in the Wisconsin Dells? Oh, we got to go on a road trip. We'll detour there.
Wisconsin Dells. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah, me too. I really do love the Dells.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
You don't love them?
No. That's such a tourist trap. the nature part's beautiful. That's such a tourist trap. I can't hardly stand that. Mm-mm.
I never did I don't do the water parks and all that. I'm talking like riding the ducks and then doing that cruise on the boat
The
and
cruise.
going to that
Yeah.
the Indian place where they have that
Yeah.
American Indian night. Well, I okay, so the first time can I tell a story? I'm going to. When I was 8 years old, we went
Well, it's as much
we went
it's
there.
as much your show as mine, so I guess you can tell a story if you want to.
When I was 8 years old, we went to the Wisconsin Dells, my grandma and grandpa, and my mother and my little brother and my aunt. And we went, and okay, so first of all, you know, I was a little girl. So isn't everything just like fantastic when you're a little girl? You know what I mean? Or when you're little, you always think of things like, oh my gosh, they are so big. And then you go there as an adult and you're like, yeah, no, this is
Right.
not the way I had to
Yeah,
remember it.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I went when I was a little girl and I remember riding that boat and the big sightseeing tour boat, and it was at night at dusk when the sun was going down, and we went, and my grandma would always have a way of telling stories and like getting y'all like hyped up. And I can remember getting off the boat and you hear the boom 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 boom, that song, the drums, and it
Uh-huh.
was all torches, and you went to that amphitheater and you watched them like, oh gosh, I got my first pair of moccasins at Wisconsin Dells when I was 8 years old.
Oh my.
I know.
Look at
That was
you.
in 1978.
I'm getting a little
I
weepy
thought
here
so.
now as we go down
I
memory
know.
lane. Yeah.
Whew, okay. All
Just
right. Let's go
just
on to
yeah.
Fox and
Just a little
Fox
weepy,
and
but not a whole lot weepy, just a little weepy.
I know, right?
That
You
was
think that was
heartwarming.
40. It was 42 years ago.
That was a heartwarming childhood story.
Yeah, it was.
And only 42 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
See, for me, pictured rock rocks in the Upper Peninsula is if you're going to go on a water boat tour to see rock structures, that's the one.
Picture rock in
Pictured
the upper,
rocks, or painted pictured rocks. Yeah,
in it, pictured rocks, and
yeah.
that's in Wisconsin.
No, it's Upper Peninsula, Michigan,
Oh,
Munising
oh,
on Lake Superior. That's the one for me.
I've never been to any of the lakes.
Oh,
Wait a minute. What's the Mackinac Island? Is that in a lake? Is
well,
that in one of the Great
it's
Lakes?
between Huron and Michigan. Yeah, so it's in two lakes.
Okay. So I was there and in Sault Ste. Marie.
Well, you all right? So you got yeah. So you did okay. You got what, three of them, right?
Okay, so I did. I
Yeah.
was 16 when I went and did that.
Called
Was
a Sal on
grade
what?
6
Wait a minute. What's Sal on what? On this one?
quarantine style. No, for the lead sampler.
Oh,
What were you telling your story? We called a Sal on that one while you were
on this one,
talking.
Charlotte Mills.
Oh, I don't know. There's been all kinds of Sals going. Yeah, the
42.
Sal on that one.
Hey,
On which one? The Fox?
Linda, we are no longer mentioning how many years for Vanna. We're just mentioning that we're doing a stitch along on the 5th, but it makes Vanna all creepy.
Ah, it doesn't make me creepy. I don't think I look like I'm 50.
Nope.
I kind of feel like I'm 50 today, but I don't
This
know that I
one,
look like it.
this one, two things about this one.
The border.
The border, when have we
It's
ever seen a border like that?
it is fantastic. It almost looks like a tribal tattoo.
Yep. When have we ever seen a border like that? Never, I don't think.
I've never seen one. Mm-mm.
Like that. And
Yep. Nope.
then
Never seen it.
and then the other part I can't, this is 1844, and the other part I can't get past is the three-dimensional perspective buildings. Because every building we see in samplers is just a two-dimensional sitting there. And so that's why this one's in my stack. Not to mention those bouquets in the pots. But look at that.
Oh. And I think that those little houses at the bottom are just so real. And the one little house on the left-hand side reminds me of a place that we always go eat in Berlin, Ohio. And I can't remember the name of it, but it's by a cheese factory.
Hmm.
and it looks like that. What's the name of that place? Can't remember.
But this sampler, I don't know. I mean, I'm no sampler expert by a long shot, but I've never seen anything like it.
I've never seen anything like it either. And but you know that border, I like see things and shapes and stuff, and that one border looks like a crack. That one little piece, okay, right next to those buildings where it has like black, like a C's on the top of a white stalk. You know what that looks like? Crabs. Looks like a crab.
Oh yeah, it does. Here, you mean?
Yeah. Looks like a crab. There you
Yep.
go, crab.
See, I think that's kind of a fleur de lis
Mm.
because this looks like a orangutan or a monkey of some kind.
Yes.
Actually, it looks like two monkeys right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a terrific one. This is a big one too, big sampler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that one, and then my last one is but yeah, Karen and Brendan, um, they had a real collection, and then
Yep.
this one, I like that.
Scary clowns. Oh, I see those too, Vanessa.
Oh
Scary
no,
clowns.
don't put clowns in that thing. No, no, clowns creep me out. No, don't no, they're monkeys and crabs and happy things, not creepy monkeys or clowns. Ew, no. So I like that one. That was a keeper.
Mm-hmm.
Like the birds.
Yeah, the birds are nice.
Yeah. Pictured Rocks boat tour. Thank you, Jan. Yes, that's beautiful up there.
3371. Yeah, that was a long time ago, but yeah,
Yeah.
that was right, Jennifer. 3371. I
Okay,
forgotten what that
putting you
was.
back on the screen. Going back to us, putting you back on the screen.
Oh, okay.
So sit up, and pay attention.
Okay, all right.
Yep. So that's my collection. What time is it? Holy smokes! Wow, that's good.
We like to talk a lot.
Yep. So all right. So Stitchy Box, right there at the bottom of the screen. Fibertalk.stitchybox.com. Go get that silk thread. Buy her out. Buy her out. No
Ivy
thumbs.
is like gonna Ivy, don't jinx us. Every time you say that. No, Ivy, shh, don't jinx us.
And we just got 3 thumbs down. Thanks, Ivy. So yeah, go buy her out. Buy out that silk. And the thing for her right there. Sunday, do not miss this show Sunday because it is so very different. I talked about it Wednesday. Amanda Cobbett from England, who uses a sewing machine and paper mache to create embroidered, she calls it embroidered nature, but most of it is fungi and mushrooms, which are fungi, and lichens, and they're spectacular. And the story about how she does it, and you'll want to go to her website and see the video because it's just amazing, amazing work. It really is. And she's a great lady, and it was a fun
Yeah.
conversation. And but what
And
she
I wish I
creates,
could have been there. Yeah, because she has a Bernina and I wanted to rib her about her Bernina.
I know you guys were gonna like have sewing machine wars or something. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But she does absolutely. And I wanted to talk about her stabilizer. Does she talk about her stabilizer and the what she uses?
I don't recall.
What she does, people. What she does is absolutely freaking fantastic. And when you think about how she does it, what she does it to create it, shocking.
Yeah, she's amazing. She really is
Yeah,
truly
it is.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah, it is honest. She is a true artist.
yeah.
True,
Well,
through and through.
that's the thing, and that's why I wanted to talk to her because she is an artist. She is a needlework artist, and oh,
Hmm.
amazing stuff. Really amazing. So don't miss it. Use the fuzzy thread for lichens. No, no. Wait till you see Amanda Cobbett's
Yeah.
lichens.
Wait until you see
Yeah,
it.
not even close. Yep, she's good. So do that. Oh boy, thanks, folks. Hour and 50 minutes. Yeah, that's gonna be enough. We're done. Bonnie needs sleep.
about
She's got a
this?
funeral tomorrow.
Funeral luncheon.
Got to cook some funeral food tomorrow.
Can I show my picture? Look at this, guys.
Oh, I was going to ask you, mention that. Yes, look at that.
In an old reclaimed window, and they put this print behind it. And my room is nautical. This is our bedroom, and my bedroom is nautical themed. Isn't that beautiful?
Yep. Found that at a antique shop, right?
An antique shop for $50.
Man.
I would have bought 5 of them for that.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Yep.
I wish you could have saw Keith's face when I brought it in. What is that?
I was going to say, I truly doubt it was positive.
What is that? Usually he doesn't make a dirty face, an ugly face. He's just like, he's used to it by now.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
I bring home all this stuff. And I walked in with it, and it's heavy, right? Because it's got the glass and all
Right.
that. And I was carrying it in, and he goes, "What is that?" Well, this is our new wall art for our bedroom.
Keith, you are about to go to sleep every night with that staring at you.
The other day, though, it was in the morning. Must have been like not last weekend, but the weekend before, and he was laying in bed, and I'd gotten up, and I came back in. He goes, "That is a pretty picture. I like laying here and looking at it."
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Trust me, Keith, I got it handled. Yep.
I know, right?
Oh, was Teresa Baird at market? I don't think Teresa was. No, because we would have hunted her down, and I did not see her anywhere. No. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We're going to be out. That's it.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye, Gary.
Bye.